said.
I want to hit up different avenues. You know, we ain't got to stick to
your episode. He said it ain't a podcast, it's a conversation.
This
was about to be the last one.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That was last one.
He said this was about to be my last one.
He said this might
was.
be. That one was.
Nah, I'm finna turn back up though. I definitely got to turn back up. The streets need it. Streets definitely need it.
My boy.
What?
It's your turn.
He said, it's your boy. Welcome to Different View. We need to make that a little extra tag.
She already said we was good, bro.
I do that all the time. Y'all good? It's like, no.
Mic check. Yeah.
See?
Make sure my level's good.
Man. What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Different Views. We appreciate everybody that's been tuned in, watching the videos, subscribing, following, giving feedback and comments. We appreciate that. Make sure y'all continue to keep doing that for us, letting us know what y'all think, giving honest reviews. We got a guest on with us today. We're about to go over a little bit, talk about the aspect of football, training, and just a little bit about the youth and the youngins.
Yo, it's your boy, Coach Marc. You know, best coach in the nation. You know what I'm saying? Personal trainer, X-Mark the Spot training. If you ain't locked in, you need to be locked in. Pretty much, I coach, train. I work with Special Olympics as well, and ESPN as well. So just trying to make a better living out here in this world. You dig what I'm saying?
I didn't know you work Special Olympics.
Oh yeah. I do Special Olympics, man. Yeah. So we do competitions and youth leadership and different things like that. So yeah, I've been locked in for about a year now. Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Ever since I moved out here for the most part.
Know that. Like he said, man, get with him for the training. What you train? What positions?
For the most part, skill position. A lot of movement. Pretty much, I like details as far as movement goes. Like whether it's speed, agility, quickness, explosion, any type of movement. I kind of want to pretty much lead on that because in football, even in soccer, I got a couple of soccer clients as well. Like it's all about movement. That's the foundation. Your feet is where you get paid at. So essentially, anything that got to do with movement.
So any sport.
Holla at me.
Any sport, you
for sure.
Work agility, speed, all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Man, because you got your soccer boys too. You having them in there working.
Oh, hell yeah. Trying to get them quick. It's all about them feet, man. Shout out to Chad Johnson, man. He the one who got me involved in, like, the whole movement, just the science of movement, man. Ocho Cinco, man. We used to watch him growing up, especially from South Florida. That's really what we proud on, man. Just footwork, man. We get the gym, we get the weights. Hey, it's straight.
Do we have some fast
That's the theme of Florida, though.
Yeah, for real. That's how I go.
Move, like that's the theme of y'all in Florida. That's working out in that damn sand too. Like y'all niggas can do anything out there.
Chasing rabbits
year round.
Yeah.
Year round. I remember my coach told us that. He said that's why Florida people so bad. They be out there chasing rabbits and shit.
Yeah, the beach, man. That beach. What? Running on that beach. You can't duck the smoke on that sand, bro. However you cut it, you go fast, you go slow, that bitch gonna burn. Either way, like it don't matter.
But you think it's a difference of football in Houston or Florida? And I know you from Florida, so you can't be biased. You gotta be honest. What football you think is better?
You can be biased, but obviously you're gonna give us a real deal. Yeah. But I want to know your thoughts on Florida versus.
Without being biased, I'm gonna have to go Florida football, and only because I feel like Texas got so much resources and everything looks so organized. They paying the coaches. This, that, and the third. Like they should be way better.
Exactly how I feel.
Man, in Florida, man, some schools ain't got a home field. Like, they ain't got a home field. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And to play at that level, and the coaches ain't getting paid but so much. Yeah. Like, I coached for 8 years in Florida, and, like, man, we getting pennies. I'm talking about pennies on the dime, like, for sure. And the way these guys is producing at such a high level, like, you got to give it to Florida. Like, it's really from the bud, for real. Like we ain't got the big gym, the big time facilities. Like, you know, a lot of people, they come down here to train when it comes to combine training and things of that nature. Yeah. Like, Florida got a couple now up and coming, like the House of Athletes. They build two of them in, like, the past 3-4 years. But as far as like big time facilities, we didn't have no big time facilities like that.
Texas got it.
That's what I'm saying. Texas got them in every corner, right? Every corner, like
high schools.
Yeah,
they be
exactly.
They hold 7-on-7 tournaments at high schools because they got 4
unheard of.
They have them shit damn near year round. I mean, besides
Unheard
in the
of,
season, but like they have so many. And you got to think when I really think about just like when you think about combine training, just training in general, like top facilities.
Yeah.
Houston, I mean not Houston, but Texas got what 3 of them? They got Exos, they got Academy, then they got Collective.
Yeah, they got about.
Like they got some gym, and them is like
3 or
top.
4 in Dallas.
Yeah, they got some, and them is top gyms. Them ain't just regular, like them is top gyms. Like they got the resources, but I think they don't. That's the thing about back home in Ohio. Like niggas got that hunger.
Yeah.
Like niggas got that hunger, but like I think we lack the mindset a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
they don't got like you said when we was talking about last, it's the exposure.
Yeah, they don't got the
exposure. Really have the motivation as much because you don't even know.
And they don't know how to really maneuver and move more smart. Like that's one thing about here. Like they got the mindset, but that's why I'm like, man, y'all ain't fucking with this. Yeah. Like, and I ain't even just saying that to say that. Like, I'm like, nah, because like. Little niggas is hungry back home, like they gonna keep going. Like, that's and of course, everybody got the little knuckleheads, but like niggas is hungry back home, cause like they know this is the only option. And remember when we was talking? Remember the one kid I had? He knew, man, this shit don't work. I got other options. My parents is good. I'm set, regardless if this shit don't work. Back home, like like if I don't get this shit, what am I gonna do?
Football, I would not be here in Houston. Like I wouldn't still be back home. But I mean, possibly I could have, but I know I wouldn't be like fuck up or hood nigga or in jail or nothing like that. I still would have made something for myself, but there's no way I would have made it to where I am without football. So I know like that was the only way out for me. Like at the time, like I didn't have the mindset of that I have now. You know what I'm saying? Like me right now, I could say like, oh, I wouldn't have been this or I wouldn't have been that. But it's like back then, I could never say that. Nigga, it was football or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I had that hunger. I had to get it.
That's why I say Florida, man, we got that dog, man. Like Texas, they got size. Like one thing about it, like Texas got the trenches, like O-line, D-line. Them boys, like they in college, man. Like everybody 6.
My neighbor's 6'9". Like
that's what I'm saying. Like big as hell, 300. Like, but Florida got that dog. We don't give a damn how big he is. Yeah. How intimidated you may look, we don't give a damn. We going at your neck every play, like, and we gonna talk shit when we do it. Like,
don't matter.
And just growing up there, like I'm Haitian. I grew up in a Haitian background, so we came from nothing, literally. Like all my people like immigrants, like came to Florida just to make a better way. Well, we came from. We was in Massachusetts first, then we moved down to Florida. But when I was real young, but if anybody know them Zoes, man, we out the trenches, like you get it out the mud, like so we came from nothing for real, like I'm talking about 2 for $89 Reeboks for the whole year. Like you got the black ones, you get the white ones, so you can match every fit.
That's how we had some Starberries.
Yeah,
we had the Starberries at Kmart.
Exactly, man. And like even like Pop Warner, Lil Lee, like my peoples ain't know nothing about that. They ain't paying for that. You got to go to the field and try to get a scholarship. Like that was first. That's when I first learned about like a sponsor scholarship. Yeah. You go to the field and you just like I just got to show my moves. Hopefully somebody be like, hey, that boy good, man. We got to pay for him to play, man. Like some got it. Cause when you grow up in that environment, it's like. They don't know no better. Like it's like, man, we're not gonna pay $125 for no football.
They don't understand that.
They don't understand.
Like, we ain't got enough food. We ain't got enough money for food. We ain't got no money for bills. Like we already barely making it check by check.
Exactly.
So that's when I be like the survivor mode. That's what I was saying. Like that survivor mode. Niggas just knowing how to survive and just like the extras. No,
no such thing as the extras.
And I ain't acting like I grew up like just bad, but it was survival mode in certain circumstances. Like. Nigga, what? Like 7-on-7, like as a kid, like trying to do some shit like that, like
some extra shit.
Like playing football, and that's the thing. Like when we talk about that, like playing football, boom, gloves, socks, and all that extra. No, you got one pair of cleats.
Back when sport was a privilege.
You got one pair of cleats, and you got one pair of socks, and the socks that you got, they came with the cleats.
Yeah.
Like all the extra.
Walmart, bro.
None of that. Like
big cleats.
All that extra. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dubai, they gave you the sharks and did the socks.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Like, bro, like that's why I be like, man, like y'all got it. Y'all got it set up, and it's like. That's why I be irritated with them when it come to you, because it be like, y'all got this, y'all have something to help y'all not using it, and that shit be driving me crazy.
Like I said, bro, I am never the person to throw out my accolades and all that shit. I'm humble as fuck, bro. But if I'm a first-round draft pick mind you, I want to coach like receivers and DBs or whatever. But if DBs for sure, if I'm posting that there is a free workout and y'all not coming,
and bro, I would have jumped on that as a lineman, as a DB, I'd have just to be around. Like, shit, can I come
around?
Exactly,
bro, like.
I'm just like, bro, that shit is crazy. Even the camp. So me and him did a camp. What that was that 2021 or 22?
20. That was last. So that was 22.
22.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was right before 2023. Yeah, because I remember.
Yeah. I'm thinking, damn, we hit 2024.
Time flying, bro.
2022, we did a camp at Rich Point, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, we did it. The flyer probably like a month before, or
was it? I feel like it wasn't. Nah.
It was like 3 weeks to a month.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks to a month. Yeah.
So it's like a month before, and we had like I think like 50 kids show up, something like that. It's a free camp, so you come get work.
Niggas got Chick-fil-A.
Shit back home, nigga. We had like 200 to 300 kids show up.
And that was even a shorter notice.
And it was like 2 weeks, 1 week notice, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Or just think about the one. That's
bro.
the thing. Like, think about the one day when you came up to the field. And that was like a short notice. You just had posted it. Remember when we was at the Hall of Fame field?
Oh, Hall of Fame field?
And that was like 20, 30. Most it was like youngins, like 10, 9. Like, everybody, niggas didn't even play DB. They was just pulling up because it was just like just to come out there and be around the NFL dude was big. Like,
and it's just like these kids out here, they don't understand. But obviously, because they're entitled, but they have more resources. But it's just like, it's the hunger too. Like,
bro, like they don't
make them lazy, man. Like when you got so much going on, it
Yeah.
make you lazy, man.
And I be like, bro, maybe thinking
lazy.
I be like, bro, I know some youngins that want it more than y'all. Like I got 2 10-year, 11-year-olds that'll come out here and like, what's up? Like, and they and AD and J, like, and they'll line up. They don't give, like, they don't care how. And like, bro, when we was at the thing, they was the youngest two there. These high schools, they like, get out the way, get out the way.
Pushing high schools out the way to
they want
get
the
in.
reps, they want the work, and it's like,
reps, bro.
I be like, dog, like that's why I'm like, y'all don't understand, y'all don't have that hunger. And it's like, and I ain't even mad. It's good that y'all have resources because that's what I want to set up for. But it's like, take advantage and know. And that's what we kept trying to tell little dude. Like, yeah, you got it set up. So you need to really, you see your parents working. But the thing is, though, the parents don't really communicate and show and tell them how much hard work they had to go through. Yeah. They don't tell them, like, man, I didn't have nothing. I started this. That's the one thing, like, and even though, like, we talk about our dads, but, like, even though they was doing the wrong thing, but it was like, we got to see, we seen what they was doing. We got to see the hustle. We got to learn it. So it was like, they're not exposed to the hard work, so it's like they don't understand it. So like that's why I be like, can't even fully. You can be mad at them, but you really can't because it's like their parents ain't teaching that shit.
50-50.
So it's like,
yeah. The parents got to take some of the blame.
But they don't. They blame society. Yeah. Like, nigga, that's why I think it's so fried when I hear them like, bro. Social media is ruining my kid. You're allowing your kid to watch that shit. Yeah. You're ruining your kid.
Right. And then
responsibility, bro.
It's the bag too. Like everybody's so caught up in chasing the bag, like they forget about the priorities and like. Actually investing in their kids from a mental standpoint and actually talking, communicating like that ain't go a long way. Like it go a long way. You just talking to your kids. Well, hey, what you got going on? Like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't even know.
What you trying to get up out of this football stuff? Like, do you love the game?
That's probably something that's really not asked. You know how much that shit used to be asked? Like. It was like sounded like cliche, but it was like, what you want to be when you grow up? Like,
yeah, like I was about to say,
when you was like, a kid, bro, like all the time.
Just lost in the sauce right now.
And it was like you always had that installed in your head. Always like you knew like you gonna do this. I'm gonna be there. Now you ask and they don't know. But that's the thing too. Like, and it was so funny. I wrote that down on my phone. Like, parents don't let their kids express their true feelings and emotions. Because if you did, you would know this nigga don't even want to play football. He want to be a doctor or be an art. Like, so be.
Man, like, they want to be influencers.
Listen, yeah, man. They, like,
hey, let's get to the nitty gritty. Like,
that's the thing. And that's the problem too. They don't want to play sports. They just want the fame and they just want the extras that come with it. Man. They want the extras. But it's like that shit don't last. Like, but
it don't, bro. It really don't.
Then what's crazy is because it's like there's influencers that just here and there, but then there's like big influencers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them niggas who think they just about to be influencers or YouTube streamers, like them niggas put in hours.
Yeah,
to do
bro.
that
Like
shit.
they don't
put
be
in
knowing
work,
that,
man.
Yeah, I seen on one streamer. He said, "Yeah, I do 10 hours straight." I said, "Damn."
Yeah, like nigga, that shit hard work. So if you ain't got it for sports or whatever, you ain't gonna be able to do it for that shit either.
Yeah, like
do one good stream and then think you about to pop. Like, no, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you gotta build character, man. You gotta have a foundation, a solid foundation to get started, and then build that hard work, man. Shout out to Eric Thomas. E.T. is the one out there who changed my life. Like, real talk. Like, I used to watch, man. Thank God it's Monday. Hey, ET used to drop a video every Monday, like motivation. I'm talking about like real life motivation. It was before like motivational speakers. Like this was the time where like
since like 26. I remember watching him in high school.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
If you want to breathe, I used to stay watching. It was
you gotta want it as long as you want to breathe.
The video with dude working out in the set. I used to stay watching that, bro.
That man changed my life though, for real. Like, I used to watch this man video like and dedicate myself every day. Like, all right, I gotta get better at this. I gotta work on my craft. Like, even now that I'm an adult, I still watch his videos to get motivated. Cause every now and then you gotta keep on pushing yourself, man. Like, if you get comfortable, like you start making a little bit too much money, or you start reaching the success that, like, to the point where it's like, okay, I could kick my feet up, I could chill. Man, every now and then you gotta watch a video. You lose it. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, every now and then you gotta watch a video, cause I really can't get motivated by people around me, cause I keep a small circle and I stay out the way. Yeah. So it's hard to get motivated by people around me, cause I just be so out the loop. Yeah. So then I gotta tap into like ET. I gotta like watch some Joe Rogan, like different podcasts just to keep me going, cause man, I'll be out the way for real. Yeah.
That's exactly, bro. I never even thought of it that way, but that's exactly how I am, bro. The way you just said that, like, I don't get motivated by a lot of people like him. I was just telling Anna, my fiance, I said him and Kels are probably the two people I know that think like me, like similar. Like, you know, you got people that you can talk to and then like think like you or whatever, but it's like that really like think like that I can be around. Like, and talk to and have a conversation with for more than like 5 minutes is like him and this dude, my best friend Kels. So I was just like thinking about it when you were saying it, like, duh, that's me. So like that's why I watch ET. That's why I follow motivation pages.
That's it.
I'll post, and people think like posting little quotes, and I'm like, I'm really not even posting it for you. I'm posting it for me. But if it helps somebody else, then I do it. But I follow hella motivational pages, like, just to see that shit, because that shit literally motivates me, bro. Like you said, E.T., bro, that nigga, he helped me so much, bro. Like, literally every day when I was at rehab, because I had to ride the bike for 15 minutes every day, I literally would watch one of his videos every bike ride that I had to do. Like, and that nigga, bro, his just delivery and just everything, bro. And then obviously explaining, like, what he went through and just being transparent. Like, that shit is so inspirational and powerful, bro. So I want to be a motivational speaker now because of him. Like, that shit, it's real powerful, bro. But yeah, like, going through all the shit that you go through, like, as a youngin', bro, it should just make you want to be more hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't get complacent. I seen a video of Denzel Washington said the biggest enemy to success is comfortability. Like, you get comfortable, bro, you could lose that shit. And that's what happened to me. Like, I didn't lose everything, but it's like, nigga, 4 years, I ain't been in the league. And it's because I wasn't taking the league as important as I should have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing what I was supposed to do and I was playing decent, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't grateful enough for that shit. And that shit was gone. Like I said, the schedule. Like, I wasn't grateful enough that I had a schedule, somebody telling me what to do. I go in the lift and bullshit the lift or whatever. And it's like, now I'm going hard on the lift by myself. Like, why you wasn't doing that when you had a schedule and had to do that? You know what I'm saying? So definitely, like, comfortability, that shit will fuck you up for sure.
Yeah, you definitely got to stay on it. And, like, that's how me and him connect, because he the only one at the gym I can really talk to like that, who own my type of time. Because, man, I be on some different type of shit. Like, I be trying to, like, own the world type shit. Like, I don't want to work for nobody. I want to keep ownership of everything and just do partnerships for the most part. Yeah. Because, man, you could see a lot of people getting tricked, dog. If you just watch social media in general, like, man, a lot of people doing some clown shit. Yeah. For money, a lot of people doing a lot of goofy shit. Yeah. And, bro, I ain't going for it. Like, I can't, like...
People would do anything for money,
that's what
man.
I'm trying to say. It look nasty, too. Like, it look nasty. Like, I could easily go viral. Like, bro, I could easily get a bunch of followers and do all that goofy shit. But, man, every time I see it, I'll be like, nah, I can't do that,
It ain't worth that shit, man.
It ain't worth it, bro. At the end of the day, you can't go to sleep at night and you ain't your authentic self at the end of the day. Right. You know, a lot of characters, you see them online, they doing all this, but then when you see them in person, they don't even know how to move in certain spaces.
They don't even know how to.
You feel me? Because they lost.
They don't even know how to have a conversation with you.
Oh, I be like, man, your personality online way better. like, who are you in person? It's awkward. Like, you socially awkward. Like, you can't even relate to people because you so used to the camera. You talking to the camera. You putting on. Everybody got a name. Like, man, come on, man. That's why I'm sticking, man. Coach Marc, I'm sticking with my name.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to switch it up, do all this goofy shit, man. Because a lot of that shit, man,
No,
it get watered down fast, man. And
that's what I respect about you. I mean, even when he told me, because remember when I had met you at the combine thing, it's like, man, I'm talking to all them corny motherfuckers at the deal combine, and it's like, I get to talking to you. I'm at your station the whole rest of the time. And it's like we talking the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then when he told me when he started working there, he started talking to you. I'm like, it makes sense, like, because we all think alike.
Man.
We ain't worried about all that
energy,
dumb
bro.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, energy.
Energy always align ultimately. Like when you walk into a room, you could feel like, especially when you get to when you work on yourself.
Yeah.
And you like heal and you do the practices, you like meditate and stuff like that. You start feeling energies. Like you walk in the room, you know you ain't supposed to be. I go some places like my mood changed, like, because I feel like I ain't even supposed to be here, bro. Like the vibration too low.
Yeah.
Like, and then there's other rooms you walk in where you walk in, you got a smile on your face, you talking to people, you feeling good. Just like when I walked in here, man, I'm like, what we doing, man? Like what we doing? What we talking about, man? Because the energy good, you feel like you had the vibration high, man. Like we could have conversations, man. Like it's open dialogue. We talk about whatever, because I know I'm in a good space, man, but certain spaces, man, I ain't even gonna talk too much, man. I'm just gonna be watching, I'm listening, observing.
You know what I gotta scope out.
I go somewhere, I'll be quiet. And that's what we was talking about. Like, I'll be quiet at first if you don't know me. I just be observing and just reading the room. Like, like show myself, because it's like everybody don't deserve to see you. So
exactly. That's what I said. I'm an introvert to everybody in the world, and everybody who knows me knows I'm really an extrovert. I'm only an introvert to everybody else because you don't know me.
Yeah, man. Even with the podcast, like, so just I need to find a co-host, because I like to piggyback on and bounce the ideas off people.
Yeah,
like just me sitting there talking to a camera by myself.
It feel weird, don't it?
It feel weird.
When I did the video by myself, like the little thing, I did that shit like 20 times, bro. I kept repeating it. I'm like, man, I sound dumb as shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I can't even really feel like I'm just talking, because I'm like talking to the camera. And I'm like, man, this shit.
You gotta take questions and answer questions, and it's like it's not genuine, bro. It's just like it's forced.
The first I know good at is wallow. Man, I didn't get in front of a cat and get to screaming.
He funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, some people good at that, but you could tell it's for the bread. Like, I'm getting it in. I got this attention. I'm gonna take advantage of it. I don't blame it, man. Yeah,
that shit.
Who is to say if I was to get to that level, like, I'm gonna just sit in front of a camera and start even just talking. Because ultimately, I do want to get the message out. Like, I feel like I got so much game, and I feel like the younger generation, they could relate to me. Like even when I'm a coach, man, everybody gravitate to me. Yeah, Coach Marc, what we doing? What we doing? Like,
Roland, he texts me like, man, I like that Marc dude. I'm like, I told you he about his shit.
Energy on this
for
real.
He about his shit.
On it. Exactly. So I love that. So I want to get the word out, man. I'm gonna find a way that I could get game out like every week or something. I'm gonna figure something out.
Yeah.
My boy Coach Anderson, like he good people too, so I might make him a co-host, because he all for it too, and he got good energy too, and he want to give game back to the youth. He coaching at North Shore there. You know they lost to the state champion, man. Y'all boys got to tighten up, man. I might need me on the staff, man. I'll fuck around going on the staff, man. We go in the state area.
Yeah, tell him go get you.
That certification, I don't know if I'm good for it, but yeah, that teacher certification.
So go what?
No, we was talking about that.
What?
How you need to, how it's hard to get a coaching job out here. We was just talking about. A teacher cert.
Teacher cert. Yeah. Do you need that back in Florida?
Nah.
I was about to say, we was in Ohio, like, you don't need all that shit.
Oh, so it's like,
you can be a coach whenever you want to be a coach. You don't need all that extra shit.
All you got to do is do a coaching certification, and it's like super easy.
You
got to do hella shit out here, bro.
Home, they're teachers, but that's just for extra pay.
Right.
Right.
And then out here, the coaches that got all these certs and shit, they ass.
You could tell they doing it for the bread, man. Like,
that's why I be like, it'd be hard when it come to like That's why I don't be caring for certifications. But it's like, I understand it.
Yeah.
But it's like, and not to say it like no
man,
crazy,
say it.
Like,
Nigga.
I be knowing more than niggas who got a cert. So it's like,
it's
bro,
real.
like, and it's like, and I ask people questions, and it's like, but they don't really know. And it's like, and I learned. That's why I always say, you learn by experience, bro.
Yeah.
Everything I know, I learned by experience. What I personally went through, and just by training and just doing shit.
I feel like the only thing that you really need, like, textbook knowledge and all that shit for is like a doctor, because you need to know like what things work for certain,
for
you know, shit like that, or like an engineer, you know what I'm saying, where you gotta do shit function. But like shit like a coach or shit like, what the fuck I need to go to school and do all that shit for? Like
strength training be bomb. And then it's like, I think that was me you talk about. I said them niggas would be knowing bigger words and knowing words, and it's like
that's it.
Gastrocnemius instead of calf. Nigga, like nigga, it's your fucking calf.
Using all these big words, and they'll do it to it on purpose. Like they'll start using words like that just to throw you off, and I'm like, bro, I could say that in the lane term.
Like, come on, bro. I can't stand that because it's like you ain't even doing it to give game. You just trying to
sound like you sweet.
Sound big, and it's like,
no, for real.
And that's why I can't. And that's one thing. Like now we can go ahead and shift to. I want to shift to training. Like, and that's.
I got one more thing. What I just want to.
But that's the thing with you.
They'll start using words like max velocity. If you don't just say top speed, I just had to throw that in there because I hate that shit, man.
And that's so annoying. It's like, and it's, but that's like a selling point though for some people though. Because back home I knew somebody like that, and he trying to be weak. Bruh say these big scientific words, and we be like, what? He be like, and it's like. To parents, it's like people who don't know, it's like
they're gonna
hold on,
you know what he talking about.
So I'd be like, bro, I see the psychological trick that you're doing with them, like it's working. It's like, so they be like, here, and then boom, boom. So I'd be like, damn,
it's all sales.
I see what you're doing, but it's like I just can't do that because it's just not me, bro. Like. But
that shit.
Game. They're running the game, right?
Yeah, that's why I be
game,
like,
velocity times speed. That shit funny.
Yeah, like,
like
blow me, man.
Everything. I just be like just say.
But that's what, man. I be getting that with the kids at Ridgepoint, man. Like, they literally, when they come to me, they don't even know how to fucking balance on one leg for more than 10 seconds. But you telling me you doing squat, bench, RDLs, rows, all in one workout. They'll do like 4 core lifts in one workout. And I'm just like, bro, y'all can't even fucking do a crossover run without tripping or falling. Like, y'all don't even know how to do the basic shit. And then that's the thing, too. They always want to listen to them instead of me. So it's like maybe it is some shit like that they explaining with big words or something like that, because I don't understand it. Like,
I don't think coaches doing that, though.
You said coaches?
I said I don't think the coaches doing that at the schools doing that. Nah, I just feel like they're not teaching them.
Yeah, they're not teaching
telling them.
Yeah, they teach them,
telling them what to do, and they're not teaching why you doing this.
Exactly,
how to do it.
Bro, that's a perfect example. So they tell these kids once. They told my stepson last year, you need to be 185 or gain weight or whatever. And then this nigga come home, he just eating bullshit. I said, that's how you know a coach don't give a fuck about you. He told you to gain weight, but did he tell you how to gain the weight?
Nope.
You about to just go eat snacks and bullshit, and you about to get slower, nigga. You going to get bigger, but you going to get slower. You ain't going to be able to move, and you going to be hurt every time you fucking plant or cut. It's like, you're not even doing shit healthy or the right way. That coach don't give a fuck about you.
Then let you be like, you need to tell them, like, oh, you should be eating more fruits and vegetables or something like that. The coach would be like, no, you don't have to do that shit. Bro, that shit makes me. We just having a conversation. We was at D1. And I was like, bro, like I said, we were talking about juicing and different shit. Yeah. And they was like, no, you shouldn't do this. And I was talking about how I don't eat breakfast. You shouldn't do that. It's like, bro, why shouldn't I? And then it's like, then I tell them, like, well, I don't eat this. I don't eat processed food. Mm-hmm. Why? Nigga, because then I tell them why, they be like, well, what the fuck? Like, why are you? I just explained to you, but you can't explain to me why is he processed food. And I was like, bro, I stopped eating certain foods and I felt differences. And then I go back eat. If I pork, I said, if I go back eating pork, nigga, my whole body, I'm going to just feel like trash. My face going to break out. Yeah. But why when I stop eating it, I feel much more better. I said, but if you do that with fruits and vegetables, you don't feel like that. Right. That's how you know. And they be like, I broke it. You just want to look dumb face. No, nigga.
Nah, same thing with cheese, bro. I told you I slow down on the cheese. That queso fucked me up, though. I ain't going to lie. Every time I see queso, I get some queso. But I stopped eating cheese for real, dairy products. It's like, if I do, I'll be gassy, my stomach be messed up, and I'll get pimples. Like, and that shit, same thing with pork. Like, I slowed down with pork. Like, it's like that shit will slow me down or make me feel sluggish. Like, you'll really feel that shit if you tap into your body, though. If you're not really tapped into it and you're not really caring, I feel like your mindset is just going to tell you, like, oh, I ain't doing it. But then you're going to start to see that shit in physical workouts.
Yeah, and they be like, it's a mind thing. Like, no, nigga, it's a mind thing that you think eating that shit is okay. Yeah. Like, and that's when I learned, bro, what you eat is everything. Yeah. Bro. That shit controls everything.
But then, like, what I tell kids, though, because, like, obviously their bodies are different and younger, so they can burn shit faster, get through shit. Like, like Booby was saying, Bryson could eat some Skittles or drink a soda and still go run. Like, yeah, you could do that, but when you get to college, that shit gonna catch up to you. When you get to the league, if you go, that shit gonna catch up to you. And then if you done playing after high school or college in the league, that shit really gonna catch up to you.
Because them old niggas that was athletic, them niggas big as hell.
Man, bro, you'll be like, you can't do all that shit. Cause, and I tell them it's because you're working hard right now, so you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I told people. Like, I used to eat bad and shit because I knew I would work out twice as hard and shit. But, nigga, I can't work out twice as hard and shit right now because my body cracking and all this shit. I can't do all that. So now what I got to do? I got to eat better. But if I ate better, like, back then I would be able to work out twice as hard at a lower or a higher age. You know what I'm saying? That's longevity.
Yeah.
But they don't, like you said, coaches don't be telling them that shit, bro. Like
the coaching game, man. I respect it because they put in their time. And, time is a lot, but there's so much politics in it.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on the last podcast, man. It's just too much politics. And a lot of people don't even know what they doing for real. Like some of the they just watch football on Sundays and then they enjoy football. They love being around kids and they just coach.
So you coached in high school in Florida, right?
Yeah,
I won the state championship, right?
Yeah.
So you being a coach in high school, you've seen it to where, well, obviously you see it out here with coaches that ain't doing shit, but you were a coach. You can be more involved with players as a coach, right?
Yeah.
Like then the structure says you have to be. Like,
oh hell yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
like,
yeah.
So it's like a matter of literally the man who is coaching to be more involved. It's not a thing where it's like I can't because I don't have time or like you can be more involved. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these coaches out here aren't doing that, and it's like, why would you get that job to be a coach knowing that you're not gonna give 110% to those kids? Like that's weird to me, bro.
And they get paid way more too. Yeah. Like if I was getting paid Texas money in Florida, man, I might still be out there.
But it's like you were in Florida and you weren't getting paid as much, and y'all won a fucking state championship, so I know you with them kids more than the time that they telling you to be with.
Hell yeah. I put a lot of pressure, boy. They hated me, boy.
Investing that into them, you know what I'm saying? Instilling that into them, like shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I feel like and it's not even more time. It's just like you said, you're putting pressure on them because you know that's gonna make them better. You know that's gonna get them a championship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the thing out here. Well, not even because it's North Shores and schools like that, but I feel like the schools around where I stay at in Missouri City. I feel like that's the problem. It's like they're not really putting pressure on the kids. They're not really setting standards or expectations. It's not even more so about the time. It's just about how much do they really give a fuck about the kids. You know what I'm saying? In their future. Yeah. That's what
I feel like just like we said with too much resources, I feel like with the coaches here, they probably got getting paid good. Yeah. They got all the resources, got like how much 20 different coaches. Right. So it's like then they know the community. Some people in the community like us, they're gonna help out, so they could just kick their feet up and just wait till football season, collect a check,
right? Exactly.
And keep it pushing. You feel what I'm saying?
They go 8-2 because their district is so fucking ass.
Yeah,
so keeping his job because 8-2 is a winning record. You know?
Oh yeah.
Make the playoffs. You are gonna play a shitty
they ain't going nowhere. They getting paid that much money. They ain't going nowhere, man.
I ain't know they got.
Man, some places.
I said, hold on.
Oh, they get about 6 figures. Some head coaches getting paid more like 20, like over 20-something coaches getting paid over 6 figures. That head coach out here, bro. I'm saying, what? It's crazy. Like, you ain't even getting 60 for a head coach like in Florida, and that's included your teacher check. You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. Hey, but I put pressure. Not only did I put pressure on the kids, I put pressure on like other coaches.
Other coaches, yeah.
Like in the county, like I'm talking about, they looking at me like, oh, this man got to do something about this.
Exactly, bro.
Because then kids start transferring. They like, oh, this man, they really working at Lake Wells. Like, oh, they really putting in work after school. Throughout the summer, like I did the whole summer workout, like whole program at Lake Wells, like from the weight room to the field work, like everything structured like down there like a college. Like,
and it's like you don't have to do all that shit.
And I ain't have to do. We don't even get paid in the summer. You know we get a check in the spring and we get a check in the fall. We don't even get paid in the summer in Florida. Bro. And I'm talking about I'm out there every morning, 4 times a week. For the whole summer, we put in work. I'm talking about.
You see the results though, like
you
come on,
get the
bro.
fruits of your labor. Like me, ultimately though, I'm blessed enough that you feel me. I got other revenues and income, so I can afford to do that, and that's why I grind so hard, like off the little coaching and training stuff, just so I could be able to give back to the community, like help out the kids, because ultimately, like, you want to be fulfilled in the passion. You want to be able to like my passion is in football, so I grind outside of training or whatever, just so I could build up, get some bread in my pocket, so then I could be able to give these kids what they want and not even have to hit them across the head for an arm and a leg.
Right.
I mean, since I moved to Texas, though, I don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? The way I see these folks.
They got it, bro. They got it, bro.
Talk about that, like how we used to charge back home to now. I'd be like,
man, what? I started, man, for
and
the
then they
free,
ungrateful, bro. They ungrateful out here, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Not even
thing.
intentionally.
Yeah,
they don't. Some of them don't even be intentionally ungrateful, but it's just like I said before, bro. I have kids. I'm literally picking them up, dropping them off, training them for free, taking them to outings, letting them eat my food, letting them work out in my garage, letting them use my Normatex, all type of shit. And I don't even meet the parent. Like, how the fuck? Like that, I see why your kid ungrateful. And it's little things like,
Bar.
because they're, of course, they're kids. Like I said, they're not even intentionally doing things like that. But it's like, yo, you can give me a ride? Like, no, little nigga. May I have a ride, please? What the fuck you mean? Like, I'm not your homie, bro. Like, what are you talking about? But it's like, your parents should be instilling that in you already because you're training for free. Like, you should be, little things like that should be important to you. Even when we had a workout with bruh, I ain't gonna say his name, but you know what I'm talking about, who pissed me off. It's like, I train 4 of these kids for free, and it's a new kid that come, and he bullshit, not running through the line, and y'all not getting on his ass. Y'all supposed to be representing what we been doing this whole past 2 years, and I'm training y'all for free. And y'all have the respect for me to dog this nigga because he out here coming here bullshitting, lazy as shit. Like, y'all not saying nothing. But it's just like, that's not instilled in them, bro. They're entitled like that. But I remind them, motherfuckers, like, nah, may I have a ride, please? Like, can I have a ride, please? Like, don't hit me with that. You can give me a ride? No, you train for free. You need to be up on every little thing like that, like asking, please, can I, all that, like not be just showing up to workouts when you want and missing them, all that shit, like, nah, bro. But that's part of, like what y'all said, it's always 50-50, like that's part of the parents too, bro.
Because most of the kids who was successful, like making it D1 that I trained, they parents used to pull up out there.
Yeah, the watch.
Like at least drive by to make sure he ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could be doing anything with your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, like I had some parents, the parents who on point. Yeah, their kids make it far. Like they kids get the D1, they get the offers and stuff like that. Right. But the other parents who just think they could chill at the house, don't install nothing in their kids, don't invest in their kids, and they think their kids just gonna make it. Even they'll be gifted as hell, but then the grades gonna mess up the whole scholarship. Like,
and then they wondering why good stats. They want to blame everybody else on why he ain't got no offers or why he ain't going to school. It's like, nah, you wasn't making sure this little nigga was together. You weren't fully invested, but you want everybody else to be invested. Exactly. That's what be blowing my mind with the parents, dog. Example, that should be pissing me off. and I done had back home, bro. I have close relationships, like real good bonds with not just the players but the parents. Like to where I call the parents like, where you at? Or like, why y'all late talking shit? Like, like, and that's the thing I had to learn too, like building that relationship, like building that trust and like that family. It was like a family to a sense, like with all my kids and players. Of course, I had some that didn't come that I wasn't as close with, but it was like, man, he said he ain't eating healthy. Now I called him mom, like, why ain't he still eating clean? Like, we already talked about this jokingly, of course, but like just how I'm on his ass, I'm about to get on your ass too. Like, cause this, we all got to be on the same page. Nice to all, bro. I used to have meetings and all types of shit, like. Yeah. Like, cause like most of my kids, like a lot of them we started together, so it was like all of them we all kind of came up, so it was like I had that relationship, like so I learned too, like having that relationship with the parent, like I always want to meet parents. Yeah. I got the number and checking in, giving you updates. Man, he was bullshitting today. Yeah, I'm snitching on your ass. Like I ain't dealing with that shit. Like,
yeah, we gotta get a shout out to the parents who pulling up, man, who going to games, supporting their kids, especially the mom, talking to the coaches. Trying to see what they could do better, what they could do at the house, different things like that. Like that shows like you care. Like so then the kid gonna ultimately care because if you're not,
he gonna go harder.
Questions. That's what I'm saying. If you're not asking
trainers want to be even more invested into you.
Yeah. We can't fail. Like at that point, like
that's gonna make us want to go harder.
Like at that point, ain't no failure's not an option. We gonna make this. We gonna get something out of this, bro. Like at the end of the day, you gonna get blessed. You gonna put in the work. And bro, that thing pushed me, boy. It pushed me. When I see the parents involved, man, it pushed me to a whole nother level where I gotta lock in. I gotta make this work because they all in. I'm all in. Like
they believe in your vision and they believe in you in the sense.
Yeah, man. But, I always thank the kids for the parents for like believing in me. Like giving me that responsibility to like,
they helping you too. Like that's why I be like, we all coming up in a sense, we all coming up together. Like I say that like, cause as I'm helping y'all helping me because y'all let me work my craft and helping me push my passion, my dream, my goal. Right. So that's why I be like, we all in this together. So it be like, that's why I'm on your ass a little bit. That's why I tell them it ain't about the money at all. Like it's about cause like as y'all working on the craft, I'm working on my craft as well. Right. So like that's why I need you to be 100%. I don't need I say it all the time. I'd rather have 5 consistent kids than 20 inconsistent ones. Right. Because it's more work with them inconsistent ones, bro. And it's like, man, hell no. Like, man, get your hell out of here. Right. And it's like, I used to miss some money. Sometimes I used to be like, what? But then I used to be like, nah, fucking, I ain't about to do this. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's such a more headache because it's like, it's just too much. But what's some things y'all give to some youngins right now in the offseason? Like, what are y'all couple things that y'all would tell them they need to be working on in the offseason? If it's just with something with recruiting, something with, just training. Like, what's some things y'all tell some youngins right now in the offseason?
Go ahead. I just like to tell the youngins just stay active. Like, don't take no days off. Like, whether you stretching one day, you doing some running the next day, you working cone drills the next day. Like, do something. Stay active. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, the kids need a break, all this bullshit. They be saying, oh, they need time to rest, stuff like that. I understand rest. But like you could stretch and rest, like you could do other things. It's still working. Like watch film, like you could rest and watch some film. Like I like, man, the kids just need to stay active, man, because we already know kids in high school, middle school, they ain't gonna take it as serious as guys in the league or in college. Yeah. So ultimately, I just be wanting them to just do something, stay active, like find a trainer, find a teammate, call them. Hold them accountable, yo, we hitting the field. Man. Pull up. Like, you got to have somebody to hold you accountable. Like, you can't just do it on your own because it's going to be a lonely journey and it's going to be hard. So
you ain't going to do as much as you think you're going to do.
Exactly.
You're always going to say, I'm going to do this. I have a plan every week of workouts I say I'm going to do. I never do every single workout exactly the way I said I was going to do it.
Exactly.
I'm by myself. Yeah. But like when I had that schedule or I had somebody pushing me, hell yeah, because it's healthy competition. But I agree with that for sure.
Just staying active. Like at the end of the day, man, we ain't telling you to do 100 miles, bro. Like we just telling you to dedicate 30 minutes to an hour to your craft a day, whether it's watching film, stretching, running, doing the ladder, catching the football, working on something 30 minutes to an hour a day. You got 24 hours, man. If you can't dedicate 1 hour a day to your craft, man, you don't deserve to make it to the league. You don't deserve a scholarship.
Especially as them, because what are y'all doing?
What are you doing?
Because when you really,
you ain't really got nothing to do.
Around. Yeah. I'm like, y'all ain't even like kicking it with no girls. You think it's just in the house. Like
in the house, not doing
girls, man. We ain't gonna talk about
that. I ain't even saying that's okay, but it's like, at least you out the house.
They ain't doing nothing at all. Like they literally just chilling, bro.
And then for kids, too, I can't stand when parents say kids need like an off day. I feel like as a kid, bro, like when I was a kid, bro, I was always doing something.
Never wanted to sit down.
I would get out of football and go play outside, and I go hard at football. And it's like
I never
kids,
wanted to sit down.
Kids. But even high schoolers, like it is important to rest. Recovery is important, but I feel like they use that shit. They
don't work hard enough to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Bro, I don't remember like
you don't grind enough for that. You don't deserve that.
Yeah,
like for real, bro.
Give me your whole week of schedule. Like tell me your whole week that you did.
Yeah.
No, you only,
then I'll tell you if you can rest or not. Let me know what you did this whole week.
Let me know how much,
your whole day, and then I'll let
you know. In the workouts.
Like,
then I'll really tell you, okay, you do this.
Right.
That's a fact,
it's like, bro, like
that's what I told you. I asked the dude that I had trained with in Miami. I was like, man, they coming off their playoff game or whatever. I'm like, when should I start back training them again? He like, man, start them next week. Like they get like 2-3 days of recovery, they can go right into some. He's like, yeah, you could start them, but you could do like light work or whatever. But like, man, they don't need no rest. Like they high schoolers, like they body rejuvenating quicker than yours. Like they ain't making no, like you said, they ain't working out crazy like that. They fucking practice a couple days a week and then they play in the game. They don't even go hard in practice after like Wednesday. Them niggas be going
and I'm not even the type of coach or trainer who like. You know how back in the days you used to have them coaches who just run you just
run you to
like,
death.
run you till you pass out type shit. Yeah. I ain't even that type of coach or trainer. Like I'm the type of person who understand I need a good rep.
Right.
I don't want to kill you, bro. I just want you to do a good rep.
Right.
Like, so in the mix, you're going to get conditioning if you're going 100% either way. So I ain't even got to tell you run 100, 110. Right. Like, I don't got to do that. Because if you're going 100, if you're going 100%, you're going to get the conditioning part. Either way you cut it. Exactly. So when I used to do workouts, man, this shit more so like, this is kind of fun work. Like, man, like we doing ladder, we doing cutting drills, like we doing, we competing, like bro, this shit ain't even no hard work, bro. Like what you talking about? You taking a day off? Like, bro, don't even make no sense. What are we talking about?
Sore. They a little sore. Like, oh, I'm sore. I ain't gonna come work out. Like,
then it's like, bro, shit. Then half the time they'd be like, I didn't see little niggas. Oh, this hurt. And I'd be like, oh, move it like this. You just moved it like you got raised emotion. There ain't no wrong with you. Shut up. Get up. Then I used to slap. I used to be like, ain't no wrong with it. Now slapping. They react like, yeah, get your ass up. Ain't no wrong with you.
Then they don't do nothing for recovery. Like,
then it's like,
even when you say you sore, you ain't stretching, you ain't icing. You
that's when I'm like, I don't feel bad, man. Bring your ass here. I be like, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
man. That's exactly.
You go straight to the girl house, go lay up under the girl. Like, come on, man.
I piggyback off of what you said, though. I agree. It's like stay active. One thing I would say is, off of that is recovery. Like we were just talking about. Like I feel like kids, one active recovery, like you said, like recovery or rest ain't just lay down the whole day. That actually makes you worse if you just fucking lay down and do nothing when you sore. That doesn't make any sense to do that. But yeah, like you said, massages, and they be having the money and shit to do it. Massages, Normatex, stretching, mobility, all that shit. I would say another thing is core work. Like I feel like a lot of athletes need to understand how important your core / your pelvic floor is. Like people don't really work on their core as much as they should. I feel like I see like everybody wants to do like the squats, the bench, the single leg stuff is good as well, but like work on your core. Like you can never do too much core. I feel like that shit is something that I feel like a lot of athletes need to work on. But I think the main thing, bro, is literally like you said, stay active, bro. Like literally devote some type of time every day to your craft if it's important to you. Like film, like that's active work. Like you're doing something towards your craft. Film, even writing down plays or something that you go over in meetings or whatever. Like that's something. If you want to do stretching, like he said, stretch and watch film. Do mobility. Do a light workout. A cone drill, a ladder. Like go in the backyard and do a couple little step breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't gotta be nothing crazy. Man. Yeah, like it don't gotta be nothing crazy, but just do something. Man. Devote some time every day to your craft. Like something, bro. Like even if I have a rest day, bro, I'm doing something. I do some ankle mobility. I roll out on a foam roller or something. Like I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like so, just stay active. I think that's really like. That's just the main thing.
We used to do yoga shit.
Yoga, Pilates.
Shout out to Coach Chuck, man. Coach Chuck, the footwork. He was the footwork king growing up, man. Coach Chuck down in South Florida, Driftwood, man. Shout out to Coach Chuck. He the one who made me start training, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, the way he used to inspire me, man, just seeing him, he was grown, and he was still doing the footworks with us.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, man. That pushed me to, like, man, I need to be a Coach Chuck.
That's fire, yeah. Like, I can do the shit. I can teach you the shit, and I can show you the shit.
These little niggas visual learners. You can't tell them.
Yeah, you can't tell.
You got to show them about 30 times. Look, you got to grab him and do it for him. I'm like, God. I was like, God damn.
Some coaches, I'm like, bro, it's time for you to go because these shit's not happening. They need to see it.
Like, your ass can barely stand up. Man,
it's
how to run around.
Right. You're going to tell a man how to do this and do that, and you can't even do it.
Like. And how they are, they'll ask you, let me see you. They'll test you. You do it.
Right.
And I be like, hold on. That's why I be making sure I stay in shape. I be like, you ain't
always
about
got
to
the cleats on, man. You got to keep the cleats on.
I'm like, you ain't about to test.
That's what I be telling them, right, man. I put my cleats on, even if I ain't doing nothing, bro. I just put my cleats on because I care that much about my craft. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I ain't doing nothing, if I'm just training, I'm literally putting my cleats on when I'm training y'all. And I'm telling them, I'm like, do y'all not have that awareness to see that? Like, even when I was hurt, I'm training them while I'm hurt. I literally can't run or nothing. I put my cleats on. And then, like, y'all not even taking the time to really understand that, like, I'm putting them on because I care this much about my craft. I have passion for this shit. Like, And I'm trying to get back to playing. Y'all out here playing around with this shit. Like, I'm trying to get back to playing. Like, that's why I'm putting my cleats on, even though I can't even fucking run. Like, y'all not even taking it that serious. I mean, but there is kids that do, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the ones that do take it serious like that, you know what I'm saying? Because those are the ones that keep you going. They keep me inspired to keep training and keep pushing kids.
Boy.
You get those ones, bro. You get those ones, you know, like, man, I love this kid because he just go hard. He just fucking always want it. He want it bad. He just keep going. He don't give a fuck how big you is. He don't give a fuck how fast you is. He gonna put that work in. He gonna tell you, like, you ain't fucking beat me. You know what I'm saying?
1%, bro.
Hard to find nowadays. Like,
that's why they call it the 1%. Yeah, it really be the 1%. It used to only be like 1% of the kids who gonna hit me up like, yo, Coach Marc, we trying to hit the field.
Exactly.
It's really that small group, and then once they start succeeding, everybody else looking
everybody else want to come in.
Oh, start coming. It's too late. It's too late, right?
Off, and it's like, nah, keep your ass over there.
You got a lot of work to do to catch up to this man. This man got 50 workouts in. You on 1 and 2? Come on, man.
I love that though, because when that happens, because I like Antoine, like I got kids like that just start training or whatever. That already been here for like a month or whatever. They fucking up and shit. I love using him as an example, and I know it make them mad because it's like, yeah, you dick right here. I know they probably saying that in their head, but it's like, nah, nigga, he been here, he been doing this fucking work, and you haven't. Now you look stupid. Now you feel like I'm dick riding, but you just mad because he fucking outworking you, nigga.
Man, you want to be like, well, I used to have, that's your favorite. No, it ain't.
Yeah, no.
Like, yes, the fuck it is, actually. Nigga.
Right, it is, because the nigga is here.
Yes, that is, nigga. Get your ass out my face.
He is my favorite. I love the way he works. He's doing the shit, and it's showing that the work is working.
Yeah,
you know
I didn't want to be mad, bro. But I think one thing, if I could tell them, they need to work on their weaknesses. I see a lot of little dudes, they always, they good at routes. I'm like, you got them motherfuckers, but like, you can't catch. You go work on that catching, or it's like, you're not fast. You need to go work on your speed. Right. And I be trying to tell little dudes all the time, like, especially when they come train, they want to do
they want to work out
crazy skill shit. And it's like, nah, bro, you need to work on this, or you need to work on that. Like, so I tell them that. And on another note of recruiting, I wanted to tell, because I be having little dudes ask me, when y'all get offered, ask if it's committable. Because I see a lot of little dudes, they get verbal offers, and they don't know the difference. Like, and I learned that with working with Trail. Like, when you if a coach can offer you, but if the head coach don't offer you, or you don't get that official scholarship offer, that offer don't count. That offer don't matter. It's just letting you basically know we interested in you. And a lot of little dudes don't be knowing that, and that's why I be telling dudes, oh, he got 30 offers. No, he don't. He probably only got 5 of those.
Listen to that too.
So I be like,
want to offer you doesn't mean you gotta offer.
Even if that position coach might be like, we want to offer you.
Position coach,
they can say that, bro. And bro,
position
working
coaches
at Akron, I dealt with that too, and I got to learn that
they don't offer scholarships.
Yeah, and that's why I be like, if you don't get that official scholarship offer in the mail, it don't matter. That's even with committing. Yeah. If you do a verbal commit until you sign something, that shit don't matter. So like, verbal commits are the same thing. They can pull that shit
whenever they want to.
Man, so that's why I be telling little dudes, when you get offered, ask, is it committable? Yeah. And you gonna surprise the shit out of them. Yeah. Because they ain't used to that question. They gonna be like, well, they gonna try to, is this shit committed? Can I commit right now on the spot?
They'll lie to them too. They'll lie to the kids.
Man, what?
Hey,
they do it all the time.
Recruiting is crazy.
Bro.
They literally practice their pitches. They know what they about to say. They going. As soon as somebody come to your house, they're leaving to go to somebody's house probably down the street or at another school that's in your area that's just as good or whatever, highly rated, or they go into the next state and they about to do the same shit they just did in your house for the same position. They looking for 8 corners, even though they only need 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, they about to tell all y'all the same shit, and it's just about, like you said, feeling energy or whatever and knowing what you need to know. But it's like, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta understand who you are and really just be locked in who you are and prove yourself to yourself. Like, don't be trying to get buttered up by all the bullshit, because that's literally, I remember them telling us at fucking Ohio State, like, all these facilities, everything they put in, this is for the recruits. It's not for y'all. Yeah. Like, they built a new facility at Ohio State, 6 TVs in the locker room, all this shit. It's because when the recruits come see this shit, they want to come here. Yeah, we get to use it. Obviously, yeah, it's for us too. But nigga, that's what it's really for. It's for you ain't about to. You only here 3 to 4 years, 5 now. You know what I'm saying? You can, but you ain't here for 10 years of your life, nigga. The next people coming in, all this shit that's nice is for the recruits. You know what I'm saying?
Once they get you, You just another number. We be looking for the next person to replace you, so you better get working.
You'll get a coach every now and then that you connect with. Like my corners coach, like, man, I connected with him, and that's a relationship for life. Like, I love him, you know what I'm saying? But, like, all them other coaches, I don't talk to them niggas. Like, you ain't gonna talk to them every day or nothing like that. Like, that shit is just all a game. You just gotta play the game right to your advantage and then move on. I gotta understand that shit, bro.
Hey, I used to see little niggas get hyped up. I think I told you about one nigga.
Offers?
Yeah, I see somebody get hyped up. I said, whoa, what the? But it's so crazy, though. And that's the thing, too, like, little dudes don't be knowing. They, bro, a school will offer over 100 kids.
Hell
and
yeah.
only take about,
They only got
scholarships. And you got to think, they probably need 3 linemen, a quarterback, 2 running backs, and a receiver or some other shit. So it's like, that's why I be telling little dudes, y'all got to play the game, too. Y'all gotta act like y'all fully interested. Y'all already committed to them and letting them know. So your name, it's a board, dog. If your name ain't on that board, that shit don't matter. Right. Bro, I didn't see. They said I never forget, bro. He's an hacker, and it was a kid from back home. He was like, they was like, why does this kid think he has an offer from us? He doesn't. And I remember I said, damn, bro, getting to work in the college field really opened my eyes to a lot.
Yeah.
And at first and that's why I'd be like, it was a smaller school, Mac, but it's like
still D1
because it was like, it's D1 and all them niggas was been at Power 5 schools.
I was about to say, yeah, and they
like,
came.
So I'm like, I know I'm learning the game, so I'm learning how shit really working. It's
man, that shit, man, I done seen dudes come from JUCO to Ohio State. I done seen dudes from Ohio State go to JUCO or D2 or whatever. Like, that shit's just full circle. They gonna get who they want, however they want to do it. Like, it's a grimy ass game. And that's why I'm telling these kids. I mean, shit, they trying to bring it to high school, but now college got NIL, bro. From your senior year in high school to moving on, however long you play football, it's a business now. Like, yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. Your business, your brand is you. Like, that's your business. But like, man, you gotta watch yourself, bro. These scamming now, bro. They trying to get niggas like.
Especially if a 5-star is at your high school.
Yeah,
bro, a coach would go there and offer like 6, 7 kids from that school just because you got a 5-star.
Exactly.
And then they just want the 5-star. They really don't want you. They gonna show love to your homeboys. Like that, man.
And I used to tell little dudes real quick before we end it. I used to tell little dudes, act like y'all a package deal. I used to say it all the time. Yeah. I said, when y'all go to schools, I said, act like a package deal. Man. They really want you, but I used to tell them, act like a package
Lattimore,
deal.
Corner for the Saints.
Yeah.
He had a boy, Eric Smith. I don't know if Marcellus was part of the deal or whatever. It's 3 dudes that went to Glenville: Marshawn Lattimore, Eric Smith, and Marcellus. I don't know if all of them did, but yeah, they like, bro, like, bring my homie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to.
It wasn't like on no like, yeah, you got to do this, do that, but it's just like, yeah, like, they know what's up. Like, man, get your homies right, man. Get your homies offers and shit, too. They about to pull up on you and show you all this love. Like, man, take your homie with you, man. You know he can make it, too.
Yeah, you can work that. You can work that shit.
And if they don't commit to that school, they better take all them offers.
Right.
Yeah. That's the thing, though.
They'll offer everybody. If that person don't commit, all right, you ain't got no more offer. That's
you got to use that shit as a platform, though. But that's all it is. That's why I be telling the dudes, bro, use that shit as a platform.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, like we said, man, one thing for y'all young athletes to take away from this, shit, all athletes, honestly, because even me in the league, like, stay active. Like, even myself, I had to make sure I stay active and devote time to your craft every day, man. And just stay true to yourself and believe in yourself and just put in the work, bro. If you don't get anything from this podcast, it's 3 dudes that put in work, you know what I'm saying? I already said it.
Well, I wouldn't even say the athletes, everybody in general, man. Stay active on your craft. Yeah. Put in the work, man. Grind, be smart. Yeah. Don't sell your soul to the devil, man.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming on, though, man.
For sure, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We can chop it up whenever.
For sure, bro. All right.